Hi guys, thanks for stopping by once again. You know, I recently received a comment asking me if I was still in the hobby. So I figure it's time I should probably do a little update, fill you guys in on what's been going on down here in the fish room over the last 5 months or so. I really do appreciate you stopping by, spending a little bit of time and checking out these videos. And I hope you're keeping safe and healthy out there, taking care of your family and your loved ones in these difficult times. So we have a few little things to talk about today. We have some new additions to the 120. We've got lots of fish kind of coming and going in the fish room over the last few months. It's been very busy. We've got some fry growing out. I've also changed up my tanks a little bit, changed up my setup a tiny bit, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, let's take a quick look at my 120. So there are a couple new additions to this tank. I've added a nice little group of Labidochromis jonjoansoni. I've added a group of Obi truovasi and a group of Mizobo magunga. So just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Took some fish out of here and sold them off, and just wanted to add something to add some different colors, and just to have some new fish to enjoy. And I must say the tank is doing amazingly. Really get a lot of enjoyment out of this tank. It's been a lot of fun. So as well as the new additions, I believe everybody else is the same in here. I still have my beautiful group of white top haras, my group of albino redfin zebra, and a group of Metrioclima eucicii. Yeah, so that's kind of going to do it for the 120. Maybe a little bit down the road we'll kind of do more of a focused video on this tank, get a closer look at some of the fish, and talk a little bit more about what's going on with this tank. So I'm just going to flick the lights on and grab the camera, and we'll take a look at some of the other aquariums. Okay guys, let's take a little pan around the room, and we'll start here in the left corner. So I've made a few changes over here. I decided to downsize and shut down my smaller tanks. So I've shut down my 410 gallons and my 29, and decided to bring my 55 gallon around to this side of the wall, and I also added a 40 breeder on the bottom. So this has been a great little setup. It's nice to have the extra space to grow out some fish, and I always have my smaller tanks available if I do need them. So let's take a closer look, and I'll show you what's in the tanks. So down here in my 40 breeder, I have a group of white top hara and a small group of Obi truovasi. Unfortunately, I don't have a light on this tank, so they are a little bit hard to see. Probably about 1.5 inches, so still need a little bit more time to grow. And then up here in my 55, I have a group of Pseudotropheus interruptus. Decided to strip a couple females before I sold off the breeding group. So I got those guys growing out. And also have a group of albino redfin zebra. And as you guys know, over the years, grown out quite a bit of albino redfin zebra fry. But really nice fish. And these guys are all about 1.5 inches as well, so still need a little bit more time before they're ready, but doing really well in here. So let's move over to my 75 gallons, and in this top tank I have what's left of my Maison Reef and Lombardi groups that I brought in to sell. So these guys have been selling pretty well, and the remaining ones are starting to get a little bit of size on them. Really beautiful. Absolutely love the beautiful yellows on those Lombardi males. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a closer look at some of these guys. There's a nice Maison Reef male and a few of the Lombardi. And then down in this bottom tank we have some new additions. We have some Petrotilapia chitimba. We have some Truovasi red top Thumby West, and a group of Metriaclima Calanos pearl white Corando. So these are some fish that I brought in recently to kind of distribute and resell around this area. Beautiful quality. I've had some of these guys before. Again, I haven't really shot too much video, just been, you know, kind of putting along with everything down here, and been meaning to update all you guys, but just didn't get around to it until now. But as you can see, some of these guys are going to be absolutely gorgeous. So all these guys are for sale. A really beautiful stock, really beautiful fish. And then as we move over here, this is also a new arrival. These are my group of Labidochromis johansoni. I had a small group of these guys for sale before, and they sold rather quickly. People really seem to like them. And as I pointed out, I did keep a small little group from here and put them in my display tank so I can grow them out with my fish and enjoy them for a while. But really cool fish. The males are the blue fish, and the females kind of have a brownish with an orange kind of some orange markings on the fins. So really nice fish. And then in my bottom 40 breeder, I have a small group of the Metriaclima eucysii. And these guys, some of the bigger ones are getting close to 2 inches, so still a little bit, they still need a little bit more time to grow, but doing really well. And they'll be available soon. And let's take one more quick look at my display tank. These guys are all going crazy for some food, of course. So yeah, the hobby is, you know, alive and kicking and going well over here at Finesse Aquatics. And I just want to say thank you very much once again for spending a little time with me today. And I think that's going to do it. We'll wrap up the video. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you again soon.